As your business directory grows, you might start thinking about the best way for you to handle business listings when there's more than one location for the same business. Thankfully, we have the GeoDirectory Franchise Manager add-on to help us out. With this add-on, you can create a main listing for a business, but then also create branch location listings that are connected to that main listing. You can even integrate the GeoDirectory Pricing Manager add-on and charge your listing owners for additional branch locations. In this video, I'm going to show you how to set all of that up. Let's get started. The first thing we need to do is install the Franchise Manager add-on. So go to GeoDirectory and then go to Extensions and then scroll all the way down until you see the Franchise Manager right there, and then click Install and then click Activate. Now let me quickly show you where the settings are for this add-on in case you need it. You're going to want to go to GeoDirectory and Settings, and then you're going to want to click this Franchise Manager tab up there. And there aren't a ton of settings for this, and the default settings should work for almost anyone, but in case they don't for you, here they are right here. Now, franchise support is dependent on the custom post type. So if we want a custom post type to have franchise support, we have to enable it. So to do that, hover over your custom post type and then go to Settings, and then click this General tab, click Show Advanced right here, and then you're going to want to turn on Enable Franchise right here, and then scroll down and hit Save Changes. Next, let's add a main listing. So go ahead and click Add New under your custom post type, and then go ahead and put a name for your place. And then where it says Has Franchise, we want to check Yes. When we do that, we get a new field called Lock Franchise Fields. In the Franchise Manager plugin, you can lock certain fields so the branch locations have to take the same information from those fields as the main location. For example, you probably want to have the same category for everything. So I'm going to click that right here. So now when I add a branch location, it's going to automatically take the category of the main location, and I can't put specific categories for the branch location. You can choose whatever else you're going to do here. I'm also going to make it so the place has to have the same title and the place has to have the same description. I will leave it so they can make their own tags just in case I use that for some other organization later. Of course, each location is going to have its own address, possibly separate images, possibly separate phone number, possibly separate comments. So I will just leave all that so the branch locations can change that on their own. Next, let's fill in the rest of this information. For me, for category, I'm going to make this a restaurant. And then I have to put in an address, make sure the country, region, and city is correct. Put in the zip code and then set address on map. Put in the phone number and then scroll up and hit publish. And now that it's published, we can add branch listings to it. Note that branch listings can only be added on the front end, and it can only be added by the user that created the main listing. So let's go ahead and click our permalink to view this listing. And to add a branch listing, the author's action widget must be added to the listing page template. I'm going to show you how to do that using Elementor templates because that's what I use on my website. You can also add this widget if you're using your single listing template as WordPress blocks, another GeoDirectory supported page builder, or with a shortcode. So to do this in Elementor, we're going to hover over Edit with Elementor on top, and then we're going to go to Elementor GD Single, or whatever you have named your single listing template. And then we're going to want to search here for author actions, and then we see GD author actions. And I'm just going to drag this in and put it right there. And then you can see there is an Add New Franchise button there. So after we click Apply and then Update, we can view the page. Now this is just going to view the template, so we're going to have to go to the actual listing to make sure we're seeing it properly. So I'm going to head back to Places, and then I am going to view that listing I just created. And there you go. Now we see all the author actions, and you might be like, but wait, I don't want the people viewing my website to see this, but they won't. The only one that's going to see this are people that are logged in that are able to see this. But if you want to double check, you can look at this on incognito window and see that it's not there. So back to our regular window where we have the author actions, and we are going to click Add New Franchise. So go ahead and put in the information for this new branch listing and then click Set Address on Map. And I'm going to scroll down, and I'm also going to put the phone number here. There we go. And then I'm going to click Submit Listing. And then it says Post Received. Your listing may need to be reviewed before going live. That depends on your settings. It gives you the option to preview it by clicking here. So I'm going to click that. And that's the correct address and information for the branch location. So let's head back into the back end and see if we need to approve it or if it's already set up and done. Click Places or your custom post type. And now we can see that this is pending here. So I'm going to click into Edit. And then you might want to change the permalink. So this says something maybe about the location and it doesn't have just a number. I'm going to click OK there. Now, if you do have to approve this listing that somebody else submitted, of course, go down and make sure everything looks good and then click Publish. And now you can view the permalink, and here is the branch location. Now, you can also have this added to tabs. I don't have the tabs visible on my template, but I'm going to show them really quickly so you can see how to add the franchise locations to the tabs if that's something you want to do. So let me just make mine visible really quickly, update this page, exit, and then you want to head over to the custom post type and then go to Settings. Click the tab that says Tabs, and then click Franchises, and then click Save. And now if you view that place, we'll go ahead and view the main location. Then you have a tab option that says Franchises, and then the other franchise locations are here. So since these are the same name, you probably want to rename these maybe so they have the location in them so your users can figure this out better. But then if you do that, remember you will have to unlock the name so they're allowed to have different names. Next, let me show you how you can charge for each additional branch location. So go ahead and head back to the dashboard. And if you don't have it installed, you have to install the Pricing Manager add-on. So we're going to scroll down here and click Install, and then click Activate. And now I have a whole tutorial about the Pricing Manager add-on, which I will link in the description below. But in this tutorial, I just want to quickly go over how you can use it with the Franchise Manager. So go to your custom post type and then go to Settings, and then click Packages up here. And it comes with a default free package. I'm just going to click Add New and just make a test package real quick just so you can see it. So we'll just call this Test. And then scroll down, and where it says Franchise Cost, you can charge for each additional franchise. So I'm just going to put 10 here for $10 and then click Save Changes. So now when they add a franchise, it costs an additional $10. And how often that's charged is depending on how you set up the price and lifetime. Again, if you have questions for that, make sure you check the Pricing Manager tutorial. You can also make it so they can't do certain packages if they have franchise. So say we don't want to let them do franchises if it's a free listing. So you're going to want to go into the free listing and then scroll down to where it says Exclude Fields. And then we're going to choose Has Franchise. And then we're going to save that. So now free listings cannot add franchises. And that's it. Now you can set up franchise listings for your GeoDirectory website. If I was helpful to you, please don't forget to like and subscribe. If you have any questions, feel free to comment below. If you're building your own website, make sure to check the description for your free download of my 9-step website roadmap, which guides you through everything you need to do to start and launch your website from start to finish. Thank you so much for watching.